Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Well, you know, look, the weather's getting good. You're wearing shorts. You need your sock game on fleek, baby. Yeah, it needs to be done. Yeah, I mean, you want to look like you know what you're doing, because now you get those legs showing. I don't know, maybe you're going to wear the sandals with
legs showing.
Yeah, I mean, come on, you got to
showing off your legs.
Yeah, you get those calves. I mean, you got to have the socks really match the style. And the BJ and Migs Rock socks, they're the perfect thing, man. The perfect thing. And they're available as I'm speaking right now in the KISW Rock Shop to get the Rock socks. That's it. You see Danny had him on the other day.
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah, he did. He was rocking the shorts, the socks. That? He had the old accoutrement.
I'm ready for summer.
Yeah. Get those Rock socks now. KISW.com.
Let's play B-Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, but maybe we can whack him instead. It's Whack It Wednesday.
Woo. Whack it.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then.
All right.
Yeah, buddy. Nice. Maybe Steve will get whacked today.
No.
Oh, yeah. You got whacked yesterday. Well, you got beat yesterday, so hopefully you'll get whacked today. Lots of whacking.
Beating and whacking.
Yeah.
In the morning. Let's get to our contestant. We got Joe in Puyallup to take on Steve. Joe, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Excellent. What's he playing for today, Steve?
Tickets to the Summer Showdown 200 that's happening at Evergreen Speedway on June 29th. Go to KISW.com for all the details. If you want tickets, they're available now at etix.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here. Get out of here.
See you later.
For those playing at home, Joe will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Joe, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Whack it.
What non-alcoholic drink shares a name with the 2016 album released by Beyonce?
Pass.
In Disney's Dumbo, Timothy the Mouse tricks Dumbo into flying with a magic what?
Feather.
Yes. What silent film star was known as the Tramp?
Oh, let's pass.
What ancient civilization built the Machu Picchu complex in Peru?
The Mayans.
No.
Aztecs.
No.
Steve's family.
No. Marie Antoinette was the last woman to hold what royal title in France?
Oh, man. Mistress.
No.
Oh, pass.
A story conveying a moral lesson is called a what?
Say that again?
A story conveying a moral lesson is called a what?
I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't know a whole lot there, unfortunately. Joe, you got one correct.
Oh, congratulations.
On the plus side, it's probably the one that Steve won't get.
That's good news.
Yeah, mostly good news there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean...
Shall we save Joe's cell phone bill and let him go?
Yeah. If something magical happens, I'll call you, Joe. Don't worry about it.
Take it easy, Joe.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. I mean, stranger things have happened. Oh, they sure have. Mm-hmm. Steve.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
What non-alcoholic drink shares a name with a 2016 album released by Beyonce?
Lemonade.
Yes. In Disney's Dumbo, Timothy the Mouse tricks Dumbo into flying with a magic what?
Oh, Feather.
Yes. What silent film star was known as the Tramp?
Lady.
No.
Huh?
What silent film star was known as the Tramp?
Charlie Chaplin.
Yes. What ancient civilization built the Machu Picchu complex in Peru?
What?
What ancient civilization built the Machu?
Cavemen.
No.
Egyptians.
No.
King Tut.
No. Marie Antoinette was the last woman to hold what royal title in France?
Queen.
Yes. A story conveying a moral lesson is called a what?
A boring story.
No.
No. Life anecdote.
No.
Good stuff.
No. How many times did Michael Jackson get married?
Twice.
Yes. The largest desert in the world is located on what continent?
Africa.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You win. 6-1.
Yeah, it was 6-1.
Yeah, it was a tough one today.
You whacked him on.
Whack it.
Yeah.
Whack it.
Where is
Whack
he?
it.
Oh, he's gone.
Did you just give up?
Well, we didn't really necessarily keep him on the line.
We thought we'd save his cell phone bill.
If magic happened and you got less than one or just one, we would call him back.
Gotcha.
Magic did not happen.
That's funny because someone says, dude, don't count Joe out. I won with one correct once.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, but that's this is
Not one of my prouder moments.
No. A story conveying a moral lesson is called a what?
I think it's a fable.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah.
You think right.
I was right, too. Boring story. Fables
not
are boring.
Fables are awesome, man.
You learn
What's
things.
your favorite fable?
Oh, dude, Snow White.
That's a fairy tale.
Oh, you're right.
I was going to say, what lesson do you get from
a
there?
fable would be like the tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady wins the race.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is a fairy tale and a fable.
What lesson are you getting from Snow White?
Well,
Kiss
don't
dead
eat the
chicks?
apple.
Not to hang out with those dwarves.
Yeah, don't hang out with 7 dwarves. It gets kind of weird.
They get a little randy.
Kiss dead chicks in the forest and you'll get a wife.
That's a good moral story.
Right?
I think that's a good story.
I love how you're like, oh, it's Snow White.
Yeah, I thought that was a fable this whole time. I'm an idiot.
The ancient civilization that built the Machu Picchu complex in Peru.
Boy, if I don't know this, because I went and visited Machu Picchu, I'm going to say the Incas.
Yeah, it's not the Mayans. It's not the Aztecs. It's the Incas.
Yeah, okay. I was like, I first thought it was the Mayans, and then when you said no at the end, I was like, wait, whoa, I should know this.
Joe said the first 2, and then I heard you go,
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's right. It's those guys.
Congratulations, Steve. You won with 7 correct.
Caller number 7, 206-421-ROCK. Caller number 7. A new survey had people rank their favorite places to eat when they've got a nasty hangover. Oh. And I'm wondering, how about you guys? Let's see where they are on the list. Like, if you got a nasty hangover...
I don't typically get many hangovers anymore because I'm not really doing a lot of boozing. But back when I lived in Seattle and I would just booze a lot, the Mecca was the ultimate place in Queen Anne for me to go to when I had a hangover because they had the greasiest fries and the greasiest food. And it was just, and also there was alcohol, so hair of the dog. So the Mecca was that or Beth's Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
Beth was, actually, that was more of a, I'm still wasted. Yeah. I want some eggs and hash
That's
browns.
like a 3 a.m. sort of party place.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For me, if it's local, Dick's Burgers.
Yep.
Just like wake up at 11 and just get over there, a big bag, and you just eat it over the course of the day until your hangover's over.
Yeah, you guys are picking some really good. You're picking some good local joints.
Anywhere that has French fries.
My go-to has always been Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yeah,
number 3 on the list
in the morning.
Oh yeah,
I'm still drunk. Can we go to Taco Bell?
Sure.
Yeah, totally.
But I'll get a 10-pack of tacos and a cantina burrito. Oh, so good.
Damn. So a lot of people are texting pho, best hangover food for me. I just don't like pho. Hot take. It's a waste of time and it doesn't fill me up.
You hate soup.
I didn't realize pho was a hangover cure, though. I mean, I would never have turned to pho. What makes it a hangover cure, I wonder?
I mean, I always love eating it. It's a comfort food when I'm sick. So it sits well in the stomach. It doesn't upset it.
That makes sense.
It's fluid,
it's
so
liquid,
you're
not
getting
filling.
liquid in there.
Waste of money.
Oh, it's delicious. You put all the sauces in
Overrated.
it.
Oh, yeah.
You're overrated.
My wife.
I don't disagree with that.
My wife has been on a Korean food kick, and so there's a Korean town down in Orange County, and so every time I visit her, she's like, I brought us some soup, and I always go, I don't want it, I don't like this kind of food, and then when I'm eating it, I'm like, it's the tastiest thing in the world. It's the weirdest thing. My brain says I don't want pho or pho-like food, and yet every time I have it, I love it. I don't know why I can't get my brain to realize I like it.
Well, teriyaki.
Oh,
the yaki?
The yaki.
I always like the yaki.
The yaki's always good when you're hungover.
Yaki's good.
The smell alone makes me happy.
It's true.
Once I smell teriyaki, I'm in a good mood.
Yeah.
See, I used to have like Domino's just delivered to my house, and I had the same order, and I'd just be hungover early and just set the thing like, please deliver in an hour when I'm ready to eat, and it just feed me the entire day.
Yeah, I just every place has its local spot. Unfortunately, like Steve now, when I got here, I really wasn't like drinking much anymore, so I didn't have to need that. But back in my days in Rochester, famous place was Nick Tahoe's, and they had the garbage plate.
Yeah,
and it was just a greasy mess of awesomeness, including macaroni salad. Yeah, which they'd throw on there.
I think greasy and deep fried. That's the way to go.
There were beans. They call them hots. We could get some hot dogs in there. Beans, hot dogs, macaroni salad, and then not hash browns, but the other cubed potatoes, whatever you call those.
O'Brien's.
Yeah, just potatoes. Yeah.
Potatoes O'Brien.
Chunky potatoes.
Chunky potatoes.
Yeah, like breakfast, but breakfast style potatoes.
Yeah, O'Brien potatoes.
Oh, is that what they call them?
Well, O'Brien has like all the little bits and stuff in them too, like the
bell
peppers.
and
Yeah.
onions.
Well,
who's this Brian guy? Why is he using potatoes?
It's O'Brien.
O'Brien.
He's an Irishman.
Or someone's just so happy.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian.
I made it weird.
Waffle House got a number one. We don't even have a Waffle House around here, and it's the number one thing around the country.
I have a place called Pancake House right in Puyallup that's really good.
Oh, yeah.
They got great blueberry pancakes.
Yeah.
I've never ate at a Waffle House.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I want
to go with Kid Rock.
Yeah, Steve is right, though. I mean, I've been to a Waffle House when I lived in other places, but your place probably it doesn't beat it. Pancake Chef down by SeaTac Airport is great. Pancake Corral in Bellevue. So we got plenty of local places that would beat a Waffle House anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
What's a really good hangover is Loco Mocos with all the gravy.
Oh yeah.
I'm just getting hungry right now thinking about it.
I know.
Yeah, more and more people around here are starting to serve them. I mean, the board game place, my buddies up at Zulu's, of all places, have that for breakfast. You want to go there and play games? I'm like, I love this idea. Loco Moco, yes.
That's right. I got to how to our friend Steven. He wants to come by with Loco Mocos again.
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah.
Gomes.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
How about today?
Well, you
about 5 minutes.
All right, BJ.
Yeah. IHOP was at number 2. Denny's, of course, is always a classic.
Yeah.
That came in at number 4.
What about Sherry's?
It's I got to be thinking it's just because of locations. Like there's just not a lot of Sherry's everywhere like there are Denny's and Waffle House.
Sherry's is more Pacific, or not even Pacific Northwest, but just west.
Yeah, and even still, it's a great idea because you can also get a piece of pie.
Well, I like to get Sherry's for dinner and Denny's for breakfast because you get the pie for dinner.
And what do you do for lunch?
Either or.
Okay. So he says, I always go with Jack in the Box. 8 breakfast jacks.
Yeah.
What? And some seasoned curlies. Works every time.
How hungover are you?
Damn, that's a lot of absorption.
Jacks?
That's a lot of absorption
I'm
right
so
there.
jealous.
Me too. Oh, man, that's nirvana.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Pretty cool chat on Reddit where a user asked this question, quote, what is the rudest thing a guest in your home has done? Ooh. Yeah. Well, that's a good one. So it's one of the reasons why I don't like people in my home.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, because I have a low level of tolerance, so I think things are rude that maybe other people don't, and therefore it's like, you know what, that's why I just can't have people in my home, because I just don't know, but it pisses me off.
There are times where I'm at other people's houses and my wife cracks up because she starts looking at me and you could tell like the wheels are spinning because I'm watching a guest in my friend's house do something that I think is completely disrespectful. And my wife's like, it's not your house, like don't worry. But I'm like, he's got his feet on the couch, he's got his shoes on. What kind of person does that?
Who puts their feet on a couch with shoes on?
I agree.
I do.
At someone else's house?
Yeah. Oh, well, not necessarily somebody else's house, at my own.
You keep your shoes on, you put your feet on the couch?
I keep my shoes on for everything. I can't take my shoes off unless I'm going to bed.
At home?
Yeah.
Why don't you get indoor shoes then? That way at least the outdoor
indoor shoes.
Why not get moccasins?
I don't like indoor shoes.
Dude, indoor shoes can be regular shoes like you buy. You can get them from Vans, have indoor shoes. They're just basically slip-ons, but they're still regular shoes.
All right, Mr. Rogers.
Well,
It's a beautiful day in Danny's neighborhood.
Dan, don't you ever wear... Danny, do you wear Vans?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you wear those summer shoes, just make a pair of those that you never go outside in. At least that way you know they're clean and you're not messing up your couch with outside stuff.
I don't care.
Let's just confirm. You can't trust people that wear shoes in their own home.
Yes. Agreed. Or people who like willingly just wear jeans in their own home when they're just relaxing.
That too.
That's just weird.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Really? Yeah. I'm with
How can
Vicky.
you be comfortable?
The minute I get home, everything gets off of me.
Same.
Oh, wow.
I don't have enough. Yeah, but see, I need to get. I'm with you. My wife did get me a pair of sweatpants over the like for a gift.
Yeah.
They are better than jeans, but I don't have enough of them. So I like, and I want
go to Target and get a couple pairs.
Yeah, you need more comfies.
I know, you're right. I should do that.
I got more comfies than I have clothes. Like I like jeans.
I got to step up my comfy game.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
And stop wearing your shoes in your house.
Yes.
I have indoor shoes.
Okay.
My feet are cold. I got to wear something, and I don't want to wear slippers. They're not as good as indoor shoes.
D. Ted Smith does that too. I don't get it.
With indoor shoes?
Yeah, he's got indoor shoes on all the time. No, he's got regular shoes on.
No.
Oh, yeah. Well,
No, they come off immediately.
I don't want my shoes to go outside. I mean, because that way I can put them up on the stuff and know that
It's kind of like an indoor cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, my feet are always cold, so that's why I got
Maybe
bad
turn the heat up, BJ.
No, dude, I can't do it. It's 65. It's got to stay that way. I'm saving the environment.
Get the fuzzy socks.
Look, you guys see, everything we do would be rude in everybody else's home. Look at that. We all hate each other in our own homes.
I got slippers that look like tennis shoes, and it works perfectly.
Yeah, sure it does.
I even get annoyed when I see like somebody at a house and they put their feet on somebody's coffee table, even if they don't have shoes on.
Dude, I agree. You don't put your feet on anything unless you really, really are super comfortable with that person that you know you can be. But even I don't know anybody whose house I could go over where I feel that comfortable.
I had someone do that at my house. I'm like, hey, you know where your feet belong? And they're like, where? On the floor.
There we go.
I have no problem. Rev seen me even in a hotel when we had one idiot friend of ours.
That was fantastic.
I was
You were there too.
Yeah.
This is before you even worked with us,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And he's in our room. We're all eating White Castle, having a good time partying in the hotel. And then he sits on my bed and he puts his feet on my bed.
Oh, yeah, that's
This
a bad
isn't even
thing.
my bed. I mean, it's a hotel, but it's just the principle.
You're right.
I'm like,
That's your
hey,
castle.
dude, if you're going to put your feet on my bed, take your shoes off. Stupid tall guy. And it's like...
Somebody called you a stupid tall guy?
No,
He was a stupid tall guy.
Oh, okay, good. All right.
Squeaky voice.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
oh, yeah, that guy, he needs help.
And it was like ongoing throughout the entire night. He kept forgetting because he was so wasted, so he kept putting his feet on the bed.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No.
You can't, especially with shoes on. You don't put your feet on somebody's bed. Jeez, that's just...
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
All right, well, you've heard us. How about you? What is the rudest thing a guest has done in your home? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Ben in Linwood, you are on the Rock.
Morning, guys. How's it going?
Morning, Ben. What's up, buddy?
Not much.
All right, so what do you got for us, Ben?
So, there's probably ruder things that people have done, but the thing that stands out is when I was 21, that's when I started smoking weed, like a good boy. And I bought a bong, and it was the best bong in the world. It had 3 perks and the bottom chamber, smoothest hits you'll ever take. And one of my buddies ended up knocking it off my table and breaking it.
Oh.
And it was the most tragic day of my 21-year-old year. And but then that buddy ended up squatting in my house and not paying rent for 3 months. And just being a slob, sleeping on the couch, and then just one day just didn't come home from work. Just never came back. Left all of his stuff there. And then about 6 months later, when we were moving out of the place, we were like, hey, we're going to leave your stuff on the lawn if you don't, come pick it up because we don't know where you are. And then his ex-girlfriend ended up coming over and picking his stuff up. We never knew why he disappeared, but he ended up just siphoning us for food, broke my bong, and then dipped.
When you say us, who else was with you?
It was me and 2 of my best friends. We were renting on a house. It was actually a pretty sweet gig.
All right,
one of the roommates' parents owned it.
So it wasn't a significant other, so at least you're fortunate there.
Exactly. We just sat around and talked crap about the guy all the time.
There's nothing worse than when you convince a significant other to let somebody crash at your place, and then the crash just is an extended, just miserable layover.
Yep.
And then and then if all that stuff happens, and then your significant other just looks at you and says, "Yeah, you're an idiot, like I told you were, and your friend is a moron," and you're like, "Yeah."
I like this section. I had a coworker stay at my place after a long night of drinking because I didn't want him to drive. 2 weeks later, when the cable bill came, there was over $200 in porn charges. He ordered 9 or 10 different ones.
Okay.
Then I had to deal with the wife until she realized it was the night that he stayed over and it wasn't me that ordered them. 9 or 10?
Yeah, that's
what kind of marathon was this guy going?
Maybe he just wasn't getting the right one. You know what I mean? Some people like they want to get in the right mood.
And back in the day, you didn't have the thumbnails. You can't just be like, I'm going. Or he took a Viagra thinking some fun stuff was going to happen and realized, oh, crap.
What a great life he has. Seriously, and I'm being sarcastic that he pops a Viagra to watch porn. It's like, wow.
Well, maybe he popped it with wishful thinking that by the time it kicks in, he'd be able to hook up with somebody at the party.
Oh, good call.
And then realized that wasn't going to happen, and he had to make do.
Yeah. That's a good point.
And do.
Man. And do. Yeah, you're right.
And do.
That does sound like something maybe that could happen.
Mine, and I told this story recently, was Thanksgiving this year when we had a nice Thanksgiving dinner and everything. I walk out and see my cousin just having fun with himself on the couch.
In your house?
In my house.
Okay, you don't ever do that in somebody's house.
Right.
In my lifetime, I have never taken care of myself.
What time did that happen again?
It was probably like 12:30 at night.
Also, in all fairness,
midnight.
he thought everybody was in bed.
Well, no, he didn't.
Oh.
He didn't. He was just so far gone that he didn't realize where everyone was. And we were like, okay, come on. I'm cool with anything.
I don't know if you want to say that.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah. I also have to I have a confession. I'm a hypocrite.
Huh?
I've never taken care of myself.
You cranked it at someone's house?
And I didn't crank it at someone's house by myself.
Oh.
But my wife and I...
that's fine.
Yeah, that is fine.
Because it was a snowpocalypse in Rochester, New York. It was a gigantic ice storm, and that's how Sarah was born. There were a lot of ice storm babies in that great year of 1991.
Well, the thing is, I, for some reason, would not have much of an issue if someone was getting laid at my place.
Yeah, that's what was happening.
But it would bother me more if they were just taking care of themselves, which is so hypocritical.
That's not even fair.
I know. But look, like...
You hate me so much.
The Rev stayed at my place to house sit that time.
Yeah.
I fully anticipated, because I think were you dating Michelle at that?
No, this was way before Michelle.
No, are you kidding me? He had nobody in his life.
All right, well, if he had a girlfriend, I wouldn't have a problem if they were crashing at my place. I'd be like, you know what? They're probably going to have sex on the bed, and it's not it's not my bed. It's going to be the guest bed, so that's fine.
I was going out with Pamela Henderson.
Yes, you were. And
what's wrong with that?
And but you did it on the rowing machine.
Yeah.
Not on your bed.
On my couch as well, you told me.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you defile a person's house like that?
It was an old couch. I knew you were going to get rid of it eventually.
No, you didn't.
You're right.
I'm not going to get a new couch until I had to move.
No wonder your wife said, listen, we're getting a whole new place.
Oh, yeah.
She just knew that was defiled.
The rowing machine, out the window. The couch, out the window.
I hope you burned it all. I mean, seriously, that can't be allowed to stay.
Should have burned it in front of the Rev's
It's
place.
like having bed bugs. You just got to burn the thing to the ground. Let's go to Brett in Tacoma. Brett, you are on the rock.
How's it going?
Not too bad, Brett. How about you? So what was the rudest thing a guest has done in your house?
It wasn't in my house. It was actually in a house at a house party I went to. So I took my friend from up here in Seattle with me down to visit my sister in Vegas. And they live in just one of the crazy rich neighborhoods down there. And
nice.
Met up with a friend of hers and her boyfriend at the clubhouse. Went back to this woman's house to have a party with a few other people, and my buddy disappears, and I'm looking around for him, and next thing I know, I hear somebody banging away on some drums. And kind of a backstory on this, I learned that the homeowner that we went to, my sister's friend, she's dating a guy that's a famous studio recorder from L.A.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I come around the corner, and here's my buddy banging away on this guy's drums just with his bare hands because he couldn't find any drumsticks.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I told him, I said, man, what are you doing? It's probably the rudest thing you could possibly do right now. We don't even know this guy. And he says, it's no big deal if it's a drum set. It's here to play.
Oh,
next thing I know,
what an idiot.
Yeah, next thing I know, this guy comes around the corner, and he says, hey, what the F are you doing? I got those drums from the Beatles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And he's just slapping away at this beautiful vintage kit.
Yeah, I disappeared out of that room like I didn't know who he was.
Not that it was right, but now that guy could say he played on the same drums as Ringo Starr, which is pretty freaking cool.
And he's one of those guys that he will brag about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, leave out the rest of it where he was an awful house guest.
There is, there is something about, appreciate the call, Brett, that's just a beating. There is something about territorial natures that people just love to invade other people's territory. Because I would never think of doing that. I just would never think of doing that.
Rudest thing someone did to me at home, I went to take a nice, relaxing bath, and while I was in there enjoying my bath, a guy I dated a few times came into the bathroom without knocking, sat down on the toilet, and took a big dump.
Oh! Whoa!
Stuck up the whole bathroom and ruined the ambiance of my bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy that you probably don't want to keep dating.
What do you do, though, if it's the only bathroom in the house?
You got to wait. At least say, hey, I hate to break this to you, but you're going to have to cut this bath short.
Yeah.
Or just close the shower curtain and let me go.
No.
I've had to do it.
Well, yeah, but again, how soon into your relationship with your wife did you actually do that?
Oh, it was pretty deep into the relationship. It was a while into it.
Yeah, you have. I mean, even in the longest relationship, if you're dropping, there's no way somebody wants to be around for that. Who wants to be around for that?
That's always the worst thing ever when you're at somebody's house and you realize nature's calling.
Yeah,
it's the hardest thing to determine. Like, can I hold it? But at some point, how many bathrooms do they have? You just hope that they have a bathroom, like maybe upstairs in the corner that nobody's going near.
I had a super awkward moment like that, and it's really tough because awkward met awkward. Because this dude, he has his game room and he's got a bathroom off the game room. But Frank, the bathroom is so close. It's so close to the game room that you can hear people outside, you can hear what they're doing. It's really close. And so when I know that nature's calling the other way, when number 2 is making the call, I go, I'm going to go inside your house and use your other bathroom because there's just no way I want to destroy that place because we have girls that sometimes game with us too, and I just feel like that's just not the thing to do.
I mean, if you're worried about noise, you get one of those white noise machines, and it just kind of drowns everything.
So I should
out.
bring a white noise machine. Nobody will know what I'm doing.
I'm sure there's an app for that.
Yeah, or a gift like, hey, thank you for being such an awesome host. Put this in your bathroom.
So I'm like, I'm going to go use your bathroom. He's like, he goes, the house is really a mess. And I can appreciate that with people because they'll let you see part of the house. I do the same thing. I'll shut the doors to the rooms that I just think are a mess and just, people you hope just don't open them. And then the house that you've cleaned, you leave that part. So it was like, do I destroy your game room or do you let me go see your destroyed house? Well, something's got to give in this awkward moment.
It's like a duel.
It really is. And yeah, and he was like, yeah, you know what? Just go ahead. I don't want you to destroy the game room.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I have lots of tickets that I haven't paid. Can those be discharged through a bankruptcy?
Yes, there are some limits on what we can do with tickets. Tickets cannot be discharged in a full bankruptcy. In a Chapter 7 case, that won't help you get your license back. But in Chapter 13 reorganization, tickets are dischargeable. Most types of tickets are dischargeable. So you would have to pay back some of the tickets in a Chapter 13 case, but the vast majority of them could be discharged if you complete the plan. And again, you would get your license back right away when you filed the Chapter 13 case, as long as the only reason you don't have your license is because of failure to pay your tickets. But the Chapter 13 process will help you get your license back and repay a small portion of your tickets in most cases and get your license reinstated almost immediately.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
What if you could change a person's world one small moment at a time? A career in behavioral health can provide you with a wide range of options and also brings what many careers can't: a positive change in someone's day-to-day life. In Washington State, there is more demand than ever for careers in the areas of mental health, substance use disorder, prevention, treatment, and recovery. And with the Career and Behavioral Health Services, your education is continual, from certifications to college scholarships. There is a fulfilling career waiting for you that can make a positive impact on your life and in the lives of those around you. Discover educational and financial support options such as scholarships and lifelong learning opportunities while exploring the path that is right for you. Because making the small changes that have a big impact on other people's lives can change yours. Learn how at startyourpath.org.